Welcome to episode 2 in our Apeiron series. The first one was on the Avatar and Apostles and getting into the game, and now this one is going to be all about the planets and breeding process. First things first, Apeiron isn't just a card game. It's a 5v5 MOBA where your avatar is one champion and 4 apostles make up the rest of your team. So then the avatar you control, that only makes up about 20% of the fighting force, and the rest of that 80% comes from those auto battle features, and that's why picking the right apostle for your battle is so important. Like we said, you need 1 avatar and 4 apostles for each battle. So if we come over here to their marketplace, we can see the planets, which is the avatar equivalent. So when we talk planets, it means the planet itself, but each planet has an avatar. So for in-battle purposes, you don't need to worry about the planet, you just need to worry about your avatar. But planets themselves are important when it comes to building out that skill tree and seeing your overall arsenal. So briefly here, we can see a full list of apostles. You can see their level, and when you click on them, you can see their HP and the stats you need to know. What's also important is their special abilities and the card skills they bring to your deck. But the main focus for this video is gonna be your planets. So here we see a whole list of planets. Right now, it lets us know the conjunction count. You can also see in the top corner the type of planet it is. So if we click here on this forestry planet, what we can see is it's 0% fire, 33% water, 32% air, and earth is 35%. And then just like those apostles having abilities, your planet or avatar also has abilities here. As we can see, this specific forestry one, we have the boon, as well as these card skills that you'll be bringing into your deck during gameplay. And then we also have the perks for the apostles. From here, it shows the parent planets and the offspring that was made from it. And then finally, if you want to know the class of the planet or avatar, you check up here. This one is the Fate, and then it's currently selling for 0.0089 Ethereum, or roughly $23. As for the marketplace itself, we'll leave the link down in the bio so you can find it for yourself, but this is what you need to know when selecting planets. Always filter out for 3 active skills and 3 conjunction skills. Make sure the planet you buy has these compositions. These skills will boost your planet's elemental stats by 11 points each, so this is really important in the game. And this is where unity and battle strategy comes into the game, because when you're selecting your apostles, you want to make sure they blend in with the planet so you're getting the best possible benefit for your strategy. Also, be sure to check a planet's skill tree. Having a rank of C4, 5, or 6 will give you more benefit for battles. Breaking down these planets even further, we've got the 4 elements. We've got air, water, fire, and earth. And these planets can be pure planets, meaning all of one element, or hybrids broken down into multiple sections. For this, we have Gigas, which is earth, Leviathan, which is water, Inferno, which is fire, and Tempest, which is air. Then, if you've already messed around with avatars, you'll see that they come in 3 classes, and same comes for the planets. We have Fate, Wisdom, and Fury. Currently, Wisdom planets are the ones playable in-game, but Fate and Fury will be coming shortly. The skill tree determines a planet's potential strength. It ranges from C1 at the lowest to C6 at the highest, and stronger planets have higher level skills, making them more effective in battles. Dual planets have 2 elements, like Karst, earth and air. Triplanets are missing 1 element, like Wasteland, no water, or Oasis, no earth. And quad planets have all 4 with varying proportions. So when it comes to choosing the correct planet, we break it down into 3 areas. You've got your skill tree, birth skills, and synergy. Now, skill tree, we just talked about having those higher tier planets. And then for birth skills, each planet has up to 3 skills, which increases elemental points, and each skill adds 11 points to the planet's elemental balance, making a total of 33 points if your planet has all 3. And for synergy, a planet's natural elemental distribution should complement its skills for better performance. Next up is how breeding works, and I think this is a really good segue into the lore of Apeiron itself, and you being that godling character. If you haven't checked out the lore of Apeiron, I definitely recommend reading up because they break things down into so much details. You can watch it on other videos on YouTube or dive around the Apeiron site to find everything. But essentially here, you are that godling character and you have the ability to create planets. Now, in the lore itself, it takes 7 million years to create a planet, but for the gameplay, to make sure it doesn't take so long, it takes 7 days or 1,000,000 years per 1 day in our time in order to make this process happen. So for how that looks in game, it follows a weighted distribution. So each parent planet is going to give you 30% of the elemental breakdown, and each grandparent will give 10, and if a planet was minted and not bred, it would give 50%. Then what's next for you here is taking the time to think of what strategy you want to play and what elements you want to play with. Go through a bunch of planet NFTs, read up on them, the skills and abilities and the elemental type, and then after you've done that, decide which type of NFT planets you want, and then from there, if you'd like, you can start the breeding process. Now, for the conjunction itself or merging those planets, you're going to need to make sure you have a wallet. So if you're already involved with the game, great, you have one. If not, however, simply follow the steps on the website, get your wallet, and start breeding planets. That brings us to the end of episode 2, breaking down planets. Stay tuned to episode number 3 in this tutorial series, where we're going to cover apostles and merging them.